Are you afraid of speaking up in front of dominating personalities? Are you someone who shuts down if someone criticizes your idea? Are you someone who does not know how to handle if somebody cuts you off mid sentence, or if someone just moves on and you are just lost? Oh my God, I just shared an idea and nobody had a response for that. If you're that person, then this training is gonna be the most valuable and very amazing for you, because I'm going to show you how to address these situations when that happens in your meetings. Here's the thing: your English, your accent has nothing to do with speaking up and advocating for yourself. You need that confidence and you need those strategies to really address when somebody tries to undermine you in meetings. I'm Dr. Mrinalini Garg. I am an executive coach and a career advancement coach. I work with South Asian professionals who are ambitious and who want to break that glass ceiling and get to that next level by establishing an executive presence and speaking up and making your voice heard. Here's one thing I want to share with you: we are all afraid of judgment. We are afraid that people might comment on our accent, people might not like our idea, people might feel we are stupid, we might be afraid that, oh, we don't have all the data, so I shouldn't be sharing all the information. But here's the thing: we all have those fears, not just, us South Asians. We all have some or the other kind of fear. And the best way to address that is to face it. What I mean by that is, if somebody does make fun of your accent, you need to know how to address that. Why hold yourself back just because you don't know how to address that? If somebody criticizes you, if you fear that somebody might criticize you, so instead of replaying that fear in your mind in a loop, instead of doing that, just learn how to address that. Won't it become so much easier to speak up in meetings then? And you won't have to hold yourself back. You will know exactly what to say. I tell my clients, expect people to interrupt you, expect people to criticize you, expect people to make fun of your accent or English. But if you know how to deal with that, then you're good to go. It's nothing personal, it's all about knowing the strategies and advocating for yourself. So, I'm going to share with you 5 different meeting scenarios. They are very common scenarios, and I'm going to show you how to address when these situations occur. And I'm going to share my script with you. And if you want a copy of that script, I will, happily share that with you. So, scenario number 1. Let me pull up. Okay. So, this is the script. If you just a little plug in here, if you are looking to work with an expert coach to help you get to that next level or shine in that leadership role that you're in, schedule a complimentary one-on-one phone call with me, a Zoom call with me. Go to www.unshackledcareerwomen.com/call, and we will help you create that roadmap and help you achieve your career goals in the next 6 months. So, all right, let's take scenario 1. Tom takes your idea. You are sharing an idea. Tom takes your idea, massages it, and presents as his own. And everyone is now looking at Tom and complimenting him for his idea. And now you're wondering, oh my God, but that was my idea. So, how I would address that? I would look at Tom and say, Tom, I'm so glad you're on the same page as me. And thank you for articulating my idea so beautifully. If he has actually done that, right? You want to be honest in your conversation, but that's what you need to do. And you also need to and then once you do that, Tom is going to realize, oh my God, that's what he did. He's probably going to feel embarrassed, or Sometimes in the flow, you just feel like, wow, that's a great idea. Let me talk more about it. Nobody is, really planning the day. Tomorrow when you speak up in the meeting, Tom does not tell himself that I am going to bring XYZ person down. Nobody is thinking that way, right? So you want to say that I'm so glad that you are on the same page as me, and you articulated my idea much better than I was doing. So thank you for that. And then addressing everybody in the room, you can say, okay, so as I was saying, and then you can share more about that idea, right? So that's one. So if you feel like people take credit for my idea when I share it in the meetings, this is how you take the credit back and assert and advocate for yourself and own up that space and command the room. This is how you go about it. It has nothing to do with your English, it has nothing to do with your accent. You just need to know the strategy. Okay, scenario number two. Raj interrupts you mid sentence, right? You are about to say something and then you are lost into thought because you're thinking about the right words and whatnot. And while you're speaking, Raj interrupts you. How do you address that? You basically say, Raj, I'm eager to, and it's always good to have a good eye contact, right? And use a strong voice, because this is where you want to make your voice heard. And that comes with confidence and conviction in yourself and in your idea. So you can say, Raj, I'm eager to hear what you have to say, but hold that thought until I finish. I'm not done yet, so let me finish saying what I have to say. And after you finish speaking, do turn to Raj and say, thank you for your patience. So what were you going to say, Raj? Pretty cool, isn't it? It's a ninja strategy to, uh, take back control of your conversation. Now let's look at this other scenario. You share your opinion, but no one responds and move on to another topic. Yeah, not good, not good, right? So you do not just sit there and say that, oh, nobody cares about my idea. If I share something, nobody's interested, because it's very easy to get into that mindset, right? But like I said, expect such things to happen and know how to address that. So what would you do in that case? Raise your hand and your voice and say, excuse me, I know we want to move on to the next topic, but I don't believe we have reached a resolution on and XYZ. Are you all with me or did I miss something? Right? And they will be forced to respond one way or the other. Right? And then you say, okay, so what are your thoughts about? And then share your idea again. See, it's simple. It's not easy because you're gonna need that confidence to speak up, but it's simple, right? You don't need to go into that, shell and, blame yourself for being, I'm shy, I'm introverted. No need to do that. You can be as shy as you want to be, as introverted as you want to be. But if you know the strategy, it just becomes easy, right? Now, let's look at this scenario here. Linda rolls her eyes when you share an idea, right? You are sharing with a lot of passion and whatnot, and Linda goes like this, right? What's the first thought? Oh my God, you know, she hates my idea. She does not like me. My idea is not strong enough, or she's not going to support me, right? All these thoughts just come and bombard our brain, and then we shut down, right? Or we just become uncomfortable and awkward, and we lose our confidence. No need for that if you know exactly how to address that situation. So I would just say what you see, right? This is one thing that I tell my clients. They come and tell me this is the situation in the meeting and I wanted to say this, and I tell them, say that, say exactly that. Say exactly that. So you basically can say, Linda, I noticed you roll your eyes, and I don't want to assume anything, but I sense there's something that's not resonating with you. Am I right? I would love to hear your perspective. Would you please share? Right? So you are pointing that out, but you're also not making her feel bad about it. I mean, you are kind of, but you're not insulting her. You are giving her, that escape that, oh, it seems like, there's something that's not resonating with you, right? And you are giving her the permission to express what she's actually thinking versus making that assumption and leaving the meeting and just thinking over and over how much I hate Linda and she never supports me and I'm so bad. I should have met with her and I should have got her buy in and all of that. You don't need to do all of that. It's just too much work. Life is, already busy. There's so much to life. And if we waste our time overthinking, over analyzing these meeting scenarios in our head, we will never get our work done. Our children will feel that, oh, we never give our 100% presence to them. So it's not worth it. Learning these scenarios is the most important thing, learning how to address these situations. Um, Here's another scenario number 5. Paul presents an idea and you know it's a disaster and you want to make a better recommendation, but you're hesitating. Oh, I don't want to step on his toes. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. And then, you leave the meeting feeling, oh gosh, now I'll have to work on this project and I know it's going to fail. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So speak up, use your voice, make your mark. So basically, this is how you can address that. Paul, thank you for sharing your idea. I have some clarifying questions for you. Have you thought through the pros and cons of this approach? How do you see this idea addressing the core problem? Could I share some of my insights? Or you can even say, I see there are some challenges with this. Easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? And let's say someone makes fun of your accent and they say, the most, uh, it can be frustrating when people basically say that, oh, can you repeat that again? I did not understand what you said. And they could be just sincere about it. But because thanks to colonialism, we have been basically told that, English is the best language, and if we don't speak it the way the English speak, it's not good. So we have internalized that, oh, I'm brown, oh, my accent is not as good, my English is not as good as the local English speakers, native English speakers. Doesn't matter, you know more than one language. That is something to be proud of. So when people ask that, if they ask you to repeat over and over, no need to assume that it's your accent or whatever, right? Basically ask them, oh, okay, uh, John, what part exactly did you not understand, right? So instead of repeating the whole thing, you're very specific and you're saying, oh, what part did you not understand? I'm happy to repeat. And if they are trying to make fun of you or if they are trying to demean you, they are taken aback because they are not expecting this from you. So they will have to commit. They will either say, oh, no, 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 now that I think about it, I understood. Or they will ask you the question if they are really sincere about it. But this is what is speaking up. This is what is advocating for yourself. The other part about advocating for yourself is talking about your accomplishments. That's for another training. But this is how you make your mark. This is how you make yourself visible. Don't wait for your boss to shower flowers on you, to put the spotlight on you, and wait for them to elevate you and tell others how great you are. Just own up that space, command the room, command the conversation, take charge, because it has nothing to do with your English. And I say this over and over, as long as your English is understandable, you don't need to work on your English and accent. Your accent is your uniqueness. Don't try to be like others. Be, instead of being a bad version of someone else, a bad copy of someone else, be the best version of you. So embrace your accent. English is your second language. So what? You know other languages. Not many people know multiple languages. So own that up. That's your wealth. That's not a shortcoming. That's not a weakness. Your accent is your beauty. It's your uniqueness. Own it up and face your fears. If you're afraid people are going to criticize you, people are going to cut you off mid sentence, whatever your fear is, embrace it, expect that to happen, and have the strategies to address that. Until next time, and if you are ready to take my hand and take your career to the next level, don't hesitate to schedule a career clarity call with me. Go to www.unshackledcareerwoman.com/call. Leadership is accessible. Don't let your fears hold you back. Do everything that you can to get to that next level, achieve your financial and career potential, professional potential. Take the help that you need. All right, until next time.